The Ravens' best. We now have QT versus FoxyGrandpa EZ, which I believe is a Kin versus a Ness?
It's a Ness.
Yeah.
Ezra does play Ness here. It should be interesting. I would say this is not a free round one for either player. You know, in terms of how round one matchups go, these are two very competent players, and it's going to be interesting to see who moves on here. They've got to be at least close to the middle seeds, I'd say.
It's sort of an interesting matchup, too, because QT was a former PR player in Smash 4.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But Ness, I think, is the better character between Kin and them, but he's not even playing Kin. So,
wow, Hero. Pulling out the Hero in the round one. This should be interesting to cast, that's for sure. And I think part of that reason is Kin does very poorly against multi-hits, and that's pretty much Ness's whole kit. So I can understand the Hero switch here. But who knows? Maybe it's just round one shenanigans. So far, FoxyGrandpa, though, making it look very even at the very least.
But see, the thing with Hero is that all it takes is one or two attacks and a down B, and it's all made back up. So
that's true. I think he half-charged that neutral B at the start of the set, too. And the bounce is going to help a little bit alleviate. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, and now we have our Hero player in the firm lead, and Ness is going to be limited with his options because of bounce.
Yeah, bounce, and he got a psych up there, which made his one move do 21%. So already got a little bit of a stock damage lead going here in the second stock.
You know what's funny? That might have killed if that had landed.
You never know, man. Just depends on how the dice roll.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So right now, FoxyGrandpa is looking to seal out the first stock in this game, and QT is hunting for some percent on his second.
Yeah, and this edge guard going to be key here. Not quite managing to get the up B on him, but he does answer it with a nice up air, maintaining that stage control. And wow, a really nice back air there to close out that stock.
Relatively even stocks between these two players. Now only about 20% separates them, and quickly the gap is closing as FoxyGrandpa moves in.
Ness can rack it up, man. And I'd imagine Ness's superior frame data here might do a lot to make up for the fact that the Hero does have that disjoint. Often, Ness can struggle against disjoints and sortie characters, but the speed here going to be a pretty big factor, I think.
Kaboom nearly killing Ness at like 80%. Oh, was it 80 or what's 60?
I don't know. It's some absurdly low percent. Oh no!
That is definitely going to be untechable.
You don't gonna tech those.
You do not edge guard Ness, and
okay,
QT apparently remembering that the hard way, but he gets a forward smash, and suddenly this game is back to even footing.
One odd thing about this choice of Hero is the magnet will absorb most of Hero's projectiles here. So neutral B, not going to be like out of commission, but it'll be like 30% if he absorbs it. So going to have to be a lot more sparing with his use of those spells and the ones on the down B menu.
That is very true, and he gets punished just for recovering because he goes too high and misses the ledge.
Yeah, you always have to balance whether you want to take the time to hunt for that zoom versus uses up B recovery. Finds the zoom there.
That was a very fortuitous time for Zoom to come back because he was going to have a hard time getting back to the stage, just like now. He makes it, though, and now...
I was about to say, I think that F smash might kill without a crit. Oh, wow. Things suddenly looking very bad for FoxyGrandpa, but no, a missed edge guard means he's going to be back in advantage for now.
Oh, my gosh.
And again and again.
This is such a tense situation.
Oh, finding that back air. Oh, you can see the visible frustration there out of FoxyGrandpa and the relief that he managed to bring that stock to a close.
Yeah, I imagine that after keeping that game so incredibly close, that's got to be discouraging to lose it in such a tense fashion. But
and to almost die to Hero F Smash at 43 without a crit, that always feels bad.
Yeah, you just kind of have to tune yourself out of the jank that's happening with Hero, because if you start getting upset about dying at 30%, as ridiculous as it sounds, you're never going to come back.
You got to accept it as part of the matchup, you know? Accept that the dice are going to roll your way sometimes and the other way sometimes, and you just got to do your best in every situation you're put in.
That's very true. That's very true. So now QT has the option to counterpick the stage. We'll see what he elects to go with.
And I'm very interested to see if he stays with this hero pick. I'd imagine he won't. He's known to be a Shoto player. Ryu can, maybe a little more Ken than Ryu. But I know he has a few more tricks up his sleeve.
He certainly does. I would not be surprised to see the hero come back out because that was a very close game. And honestly, there were several times where QT looked to be in control of that. But he is hovering over Ken and hero, trying to decide.
I'm pretty sure he can hear us, so he's just screwing with us.
No, he can't. He can't hear us. There's a soundproof booth.
Yeah, that's true. We're high budget here at Raven's Nest. Yeah, no, the Ken is going to be an interesting matchup, I think, because it basically removes focus from the equation. It's very hard to use focus against anyone with as many multi-hits as Ness.
I don't know. There are a lot of matchups in which Ken just struggles. And with Hero, at least you go into the matchup knowing that you could either struggle or you could hit it off hard. And it looks like he is elected to stick with his guns.
And last second map change to Battlefield there. Maybe he just feels like Hero has more coverage on the stage. I think he was thinking about the Ken when he was going to be going back to PS2. Wanted a little more room for his combos maybe. But Hero has great platform coverage, so I can understand why you'd want to come here.
He is off to a good start here with a 30% lead.
Oh, no. Wait, did he absorb that, or did it just not kill him?
I think he still took some percent.
Oh, wow. The bounce just going to completely invalidate Ness's recovery. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was really weird. I'm so surprised that FoxyGrandpa even made it back to stage.
Yeah, it was a really nice air dodge there, aware of his options, even through the jank. Nice forward air to return to stage and gain a little stage control. And the oomph going to come out. And man, it's scary whenever Hero gets any of those buffs. Good patience. Waiting out that forward smash.
And the oomph holds out until he gets an attack, or how long? Doesn't it have a time limit too?
I'm never sure whether psych up or oomph. Oh wow, Ness back though. Pretty strong. I'm never sure which psych up or oomph is the one that is next hit and which one is on a timer. I think oomph is on a timer though, because it did run out there without him getting a hit.
It seems like psych up is probably the more powerful of the two, so I would assume that that would be the slightly better version.
Yeah, used in tandem, they're incredibly scary. They will break a shield with a forward smash or even like a back air from full, which is terrifying.
So FoxyGrandpa claimed the lead for a moment, but now QT is back in firm control of this match and is looking to end this last stock. He nearly does by getting that snooze.
Yeah, that very scary. You got to be afraid to throw those out because I actually believe snooze. Oh, that air dodge was clutch. I believe snooze can actually be absorbed by PK Magnet, though I don't know how much heal it gives you.
Connecting with those ankles of Hero, hitting him with the wooden bat, which sends him flying, but Hero is still in the lead here.
Just barely, though. FoxyGrandpa doing a great job of bringing us back, and I get the feeling that PK Flash was a disinput.
That was a clutch bounce, allowing him to get back to stage and allowing him to land that forward tilt unchallenged.
So many fewer options for Ness when that bounces out.
So we now have QT pushing for the end of this match. FoxyGrandpa is just looking for a powerful throw from Ness or a back air, an up air.
Great reaction on that zoom.
54% separates these two players. FoxyGrandpa still has a bit of a hill to climb, but if he can climb it, he'll end the set.
Wow, the thwack there. He really wanted to end it. Oh my gosh, what a great Ness combo there, extending with platforms and with PK Magnet. Really exciting to see the Ness meta be pushed this far.
QT's got to keep it together here. He still has a lead, albeit just a 1%er, but
gets the one frame back air there. Really impressive stuff there. And man, that's a pretty big upset here, actually.
Yeah.
I think QT definitely on the higher side of that seeding. Like I said, nothing here was free. FoxyGrandpa's shown he can take games off some really good players, but still, this isn't a breakout performance from him so far.
I know.